The sky burns red above the arena, the scent of dust and blood thick in the air, the crowd roaring in a language he does not understand. The human stands at the edge of the pit, muscles tensed, heart hammering in his chest. Below him, the alien girl cowers, chained to a post, her silver skin shimmering under the harsh artificial lights, her large black eyes wide with fear. Her captors surround her massive figures, clad in jagged armor, their weapons gleaming wickedly. They are waiting for the fight to begin, waiting for the spectacle to unfold, waiting for her to die. But he does not wait. He leaps. His body crashes into the sand, his landing heavy pain flares through his legs. But he does not stop. He rises fast, fists clenched, breath coming in sharp gasps. The warriors hesitate a moment, taken aback by the audacity of the human. But then they charge, weapons raised, snarls ripping from their throats. The first swings, a curved blade, aiming for his neck. He ducks, the wind of the strike brushing against his skin. His fist snaps out, colliding with the warrior's midsection, sending him stumbling back. But there is no time to think. The second is already on him. Spear thrusting forward, he twists, barely avoiding the strike. His fingers find the shaft of the weapon, wrenching it from the warrior's grasp. Using the momentum, he spins, driving the blunt end into his attacker's skull. The alien crumples. More come, faster, stronger. They move as a unit, trained deadly. He fights his body, moving on instinct, blocks, dodges, strikes. Pain blossoms where a blade grazes his arm, warm blood trickling down his skin. But he cannot stop. She is still there, still chained, still waiting for salvation. His eyes dart to her, her gaze locked onto his, something desperate, something hopeful. He fights harder, pushing through the agony, through the exhaustion, through the doubt. He fights as if nothing else exists, because in this moment, nothing else does. The last warrior falls, sand swallowing his lifeless body. The crowd is silent, stunned. The human stands, breathless, bloodied, victorious. But it is not over. Not yet. The gate at the far end of the arena groans open. A monstrous figure steps forward, taller than the rest, broader. Its armor fused to its flesh, its eyes glowing with an unnatural light. It does not hesitate. It moves with terrifying speed. He barely raises the spear in time, the impact sending shockwaves through his arms, the force nearly knocking him off his feet. He grits his teeth, planting himself firm. Every strike from the beast is like thunder, its fists crashing down with the weight of a mountain. His muscles scream, his vision blurs, but he will not fall. A single moment, a single chance. He sees it. The beast raises both arms, preparing for a final, devastating blow. He lunges low, driving the spear up with every ounce of strength he has left. The tip pierces the creature's throat. A wet gurgle escapes its lips. It stumbles, crashes to the ground, the sand drinking its dark blood. He does not waste time rushing to the girl, breaking her chains, pulling her up. She is weak, trembling, but alive. Together they run past the bodies, past the stunned faces, past the gates. The air outside is cold, fresh, free. She looks at him, silent, gratitude shining in her dark eyes. And he knows he would do it all again. Their escape is far from over. Shadows move in the alleyways. Figures with glowing eyes, whispering, while shifting. He pulls her closer, scanning the streets for a way out. They cannot stay. They must keep running. A ship looms in the distance, rusted, old, barely functioning. But it is hope. He grips her hand tighter, leading her through the narrow paths, past walls covered in strange symbols, past markets filled with beings who glance their way with curiosity and hunger. They reach the vessel, its hatch barely holding its seams. The door hisses open. He pushes her inside, scanning the controls, flipping switches, hoping the engines will answer. The hum of power surges through the floor. Weak but alive, the ship shudders. The voices outside grow louder. Shouts, commands, threats. He slams the panel. The ship lurches into the sky. Below, the city shrinks, lights flickering in the night. Their pursuers left behind for now. She looks at him, weary yet unbroken. He lets out a breath he had not realized he was holding. They are free for now.